The Persian Empire. From its humble origins on the Iranian plateau to its eventual collapse at the hands of Alexander the Great, the story of Persia is a tale of ambition, power, and the inescapable currents of history. So, sit back, relax, and allow us to transport you to a world of mighty kings, vast armies, and a civilization that left an indelible mark on the world. In this tumultuous era, a group of tribes known as the Persians inhabited the southwestern region of the Iranian plateau. Though originally subjects of the mighty Median Empire, the Persians would soon rise to prominence under the leadership of a visionary king named Cyrus II, better known to history as Cyrus the Great. Cyrus was a charismatic leader with a brilliant mind for military strategy. In 550 BCE, he led a rebellion against the Median king Astyages, ultimately defeating the Median army and claiming the throne for himself. With this victory, Cyrus laid the foundation for what would become the Persian Empire, a vast and powerful state that would dominate the ancient world for centuries to come. Cyrus, now the undisputed ruler of the Persians, embarked on a relentless campaign of conquest and expansion. His first target was the wealthy kingdom of Lydia, located in western Anatolia. Led by the legendary king Croesus, the Lydians were renowned for their riches and their capital city of Sardis, a glittering metropolis that was the envy of the ancient world. In a swift and decisive campaign, Cyrus defeated the Lydian army and annexed their kingdom, absorbing their wealth and territory into his growing empire. But Cyrus's ambitions did not stop there. He soon turned his attention to the mighty Babylonian Empire, the dominant power in Mesopotamia. In 539 BCE, after a brief siege, the city of Babylon fell to the Persians, and with it, the last of the great Mesopotamian empires. In a stroke of political genius, Cyrus presented himself to the Babylonians not as a conqueror, but as a liberator, freeing them from the tyranny of their own rulers and earning their loyalty in the process. Under the reigns of Cyrus's successors, Cambyses II and Darius I, the Persian Empire continued to expand at a breathtaking pace. Egypt, with its ancient pyramids and fertile Nile Delta, was brought under Persian rule, as were the Greek cities of Ionia and parts of the Balkan Peninsula. At its height, the Persian Empire stretched from the Indus River in the east to the Mediterranean Sea in the west, encompassing a staggering 44% of the world's population. It was, in every sense of the word, a superpower. The driving force behind the Persian Empire's incredible success was the Achaemenid dynasty, the royal family that would rule Persia for over 2 centuries. Founded by Cyrus the Great, the Achaemenids were a line of kings renowned for their military prowess, their administrative genius, and their patronage of the arts and sciences. Under Achaemenid rule, the Persian Empire was divided into provinces known as satrapies, each governed by a satrap appointed by the king. These satraps were responsible for maintaining order, collecting taxes, and providing soldiers for the king's armies. To ensure their loyalty, the Achaemenid kings kept a close eye on their satraps, using a network of spies and informants to monitor their activities and prevent any potential rebellions. As the Persian Empire expanded westward, it was perhaps inevitable that it would come into conflict with the fiercely independent city-states of ancient Greece. The stage was set for one of the most famous conflicts in ancient history, the Greco-Persian Wars. The first salvo in this epic struggle was fired in 490 BCE, when the Persians landed a massive army on the plains of Marathon, intent on crushing the defiant Athenians. But against all odds, the outnumbered Greeks emerged victorious, dealing a stunning blow to the Persian invaders and launching the legend of the Athenian hoplite warrior. Undeterred by this setback, the Persians launched a second invasion of Greece 10 years later, this time under the command of Xerxes I, the son of Darius. The ensuing battles, including the legendary last stand of the Spartans at Thermopylae and the decisive naval engagement at Salamis, have become the stuff of myth and legend, immortalized in countless works of art and literature. No discussion of the Persian Empire would be complete without mentioning the magnificent city of Persepolis, the ceremonial capital and jewel of the Achaemenid dynasty. Built by Darius I and his successors, Persepolis was a marvel of ancient engineering and artistry, a city of towering columns, grand staircases, and intricate reliefs depicting scenes from Persian mythology and history. The city played host to lavish festivals and ceremonies where the kings would receive tribute from their far-flung subjects and display their wealth and power to the world. The most famous of these was the Nowruz festival, marking the Persian New Year, when dignitaries from across the empire would gather to pay homage to the king and celebrate the bounty of the land. But Persepolis was more than just a symbol of Persian power and prestige. It was also a center of learning and culture, home to a great library and a thriving community of artists, scholars, and craftsmen. The legacy of Persepolis endures to this day, a testament to the sophistication and grandeur of the Persian Empire at its height. Despite its seemingly invincible might, the Persian Empire was not immune to the forces of decline and decay. The first cracks in the edifice appeared during the reign of Xerxes I, whose disastrous campaign against the Greeks sapped the empire's strength and prestige. In the decades that followed, a series of weak and ineffectual kings, coupled with increasing corruption and internal strife, slowly eroded the foundations of Achaemenid power. The empire became increasingly vulnerable to external threats, as neighboring powers sensed weakness and began to circle like vultures. The final blow came in the form of Alexander the Great, the young and ambitious king of Macedon. The collision between Alexander and the Persians was one of the defining moments in ancient history. In a series of epic battles, most famously at Issus and Gaugamela, the Macedonian king shattered the Persian army and brought the Achaemenid dynasty to its knees. The last Persian king, Darius III, fled before Alexander's advancing forces, only to be betrayed and murdered by his own generals. With Darius's death, the Persian Empire that had once dominated the ancient world ceased to exist, its vast territories absorbed into Alexander's growing empire. Alexander, now the undisputed master of the East, marched his armies to the farthest corners of the former Persian realm, founding new cities and spreading Greek culture wherever he went. The age of Persian supremacy had ended, but the legacy of this remarkable civilization was just beginning. As we come to the end of our journey through the annals of ancient Persia, we hope that you've gained a newfound appreciation for this remarkable civilization and its place in the grand sweep of human history. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the past, be sure to like and subscribe to History Boost for more captivating tales from the annals of time. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the endlessly fascinating world of history. Thank you for joining us on this epic adventure.